Welcome to the channel and welcome to this part 2 video in my Ork narrative campaign. You may recall, if you've watched the previous Ork narrative campaign video, that I said I was going to do like a basic matrix just to do a few missions with a bit of narrative, but actually having looked through the the rulebook at the narrative stuff, do you know what? I think I'm going to use that mission, which thankfully I have recorded, and go ahead and actually put together a full-on proper narrative set of rules around my armies actually. So yeah, the first thing I'm going to do is have a read through this briefly and give my understanding on it, and then I'm going to go ahead and do any preparations, and then we're going to go ahead and do part 2, the actual battle report, which comes out of that. But to be honest, the first time I looked at all this stuff, I just found it kind of really off-putting. It seemed like a really complicated, contrived way of running a campaign, and you know, how many pages is it? Like, that's a lot of pages. This is all for narrative stuff, and then you get to the missions. What's the page number? 152 to 117. Yeah, so you know, just a lot of pages of narrative stuff. And this is a tip for you if you're reading the rule book. You got all this stuff and you think, okay, that's a lot to take in. But if you just look at the red bullet points, that basically tells you the important takeaways that I found in the whole rule book. You could probably play 40k just by reading these bits if you have an understanding of what it's about. So first off, Crusade Forces. In the war-torn future of 40k, hard-bitten groups of warriors have battled side by side over countless campaigns. Okay, yada yada yada. This section explains how you can muster an army for use in your own campaign and how the units within it can progress and develop between one battle and the next. Okay, so Crusade Faction. All your units in your Crusade force must share this keyword or be unaligned. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Order of battle. The order of battle is a list of all units that are part of your Crusade force. You can add or remove units from your order of battle at any time. Each unit must have a Crusade card. Units cannot be changed once added to your order of battle. Supply limit starts at 50. The combined power rating of all units in your Crusade force must not exceed this. Okay, so basically you have to have an order of battle, and each unit has to have a Crusade card, and you can add and remove from it at any time. Your supply limit starts at 50. Okay. Battle tally, requisition points, and other information. Battle tally is the number of battles you've played using this Crusade force. Okay. Requisition points start at 5, can be spent to use requisitions. Page 128. Here we go. It's like a find your own adventure book, isn't it? So page 128 basically shows you things you can spend those requisition points on. Increase supply limit. Purchase this requisition at any time. Increases your Crusade's supply limit by 5. I think that means you could take an extra 5 power level. Fresh recruits. I thought it was flesh recruits. Purchase at any time. Select one unit from your order of battle that has a Crusade card. You cannot. Okay. Add any number of additional models to this unit and increase its power rating accordingly. Okay. So you can boost a unit if it's boostable, and lots of other ones that I'm not going to go through right now. So the first thing I need to do, here they give you an example of an order of battle. You can see what's on it. It's quite small. Can you see it? I'll stop shaking. So I'm basically going to try and find one of those online and use that as the basis for my Crusade force. So I've done some Googling, and some people have just directly recreated what's in the rule book. Here we are on Reddit. We can have, someone's basically created that. What they call Tom Thompson 84, good work. And that kind of looks verbatim like what is in the rule book. However, I thought, you know, maybe someone's been able to develop something better, in fact. And so I I found this one on thebeardbunker.com by Charlie. Hello, Charlie, if you're watching. And in this, someone's basically made optimized for mobile something that does just this, and it lets you manage your army. And so, what's his requisition log? Okay. yeah, well, it's got all sorts. It's got more than I know about, to be honest. So I'm probably just going to go ahead and do an order of battle for my orcs, maybe for the Blood Angels as well, and also then go ahead and do the units. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so I've basically used my list from before to jog my memory of what's in the actual army, and I've gone ahead and I've actually populated each tab of this, and basically with the mostly fairly dismal outcomes of that. So what is it, like they fought in one battle, survived 0, 1 XP, woohoo! Notes, famous deeds and failures go here. So for example, on Badrook, I've put down that he was killed but escaped from the first battle. Grot Tank, battle 1, charged by an intercessor, killed the intercessor, good lad. And then all that. If you do use this doc, make sure if you change the tab names, make sure that when you go to your order of battle, you also change these to reflect what's in the tab. A little Excel lesson there for you. But now this is like kind of ready to go. So, and I've called my army Badrook's Barnacles. So yeah, we're going to call this narrative campaign, or this narrative army, Badrook's Barnacles from now on. It's pretty good nautical parity, you know. Hey, what do you want? So yeah, using this, and this works better on mobile, but I can basically tick whoever I want to add. So we're definitely going to have Badrook and a Grot Tank. Flash Gits, yeah. What else? I feel like maybe give them some boys. So yeah, what would that be? That would be 24 power level, 389 points. Yeah, so I can basically use this doc now to very easily work out who I'm going to send off to my next battle, which I think is pretty cool. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to do one of these for my Blood Angels straight away. This is a kind of Orcs v Blood Angels narrative campaign. So yeah, I'm basically going to go ahead and do the same for them, and hopefully have something that will be useful long term. So just in the middle of doing my Blood Angels one, and yeah, I've called them the Sanguinine Exalted. Leave a comment if you think that's rubbish or not. It's entirely possible. But I've actually forgotten who did what exactly in the battle, so I'm actually going to go to my own YouTube channel here and look for the actual battle report. Where is it? There we are. And I'm actually...
What kind of shooter is it?
Oh, hello. Who's that guy talking? Anyway, I'm going to have to actually look through this just to be sure who killed what. Yeah, check it out if you haven't already. Look at that, 2 thumbs down. What have I done? Also, what's this about? Why does it say I'm playing Space Hulk Vengeance of Blood? I mean, I nowhere have I said that that's what I'm playing. That's weird. I've gone ahead and added all my Blood Angels and any Blood Angels that I might use in the future. What you'll notice here that is it's throwing up errors, and this is because the names here, Unit 1, Unit 2, don't refer to what's here. So if I go ahead and type in the right thing and hit enter, whoops, then it fixes it. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that for the rest of them. So I've fixed all that now, and you could see all my units there. Obviously that's not one. Is that going to break it? Oh no, that's clever. Cool, so that's all ready to go. Well, up here it works out how much supplies used. You're supposed to only take 50, and the Storm Raven has pushed it over that. I'm going to leave that for now. I don't think that's the end of the world. Yeah, now I can go ahead and choose, you know, if I wanted to take Captain Graven with Outriders and some Assault Intercessors. I've actually been painting some of them recently. That takes us to, what, 17 power level. We go to my Orcs one. Let's say if we want to take Badrook, Grot Tank, Flash Gates, and some boys, that's 24. So I think we said that we were going to give it like a 20% advantage to the winner of the last battle. So what's that going to be? It's going to be a bit more than that, isn't it? So can we maybe stick that on? Or maybe a pretty high. It's probably about right, isn't it? So that could be what the next battle is. Okay, so I've just looked through the old battle report for the first battle, you know, the kind of precursor, if you like, to this narrative campaign, and much to my surprise, I didn't think it played out that way, but apparently it did. So Captain Graven, my Captain in Gravis armor, actually killed 3 units in that battle, which means that he has 2 XP. I'm just going to go ahead and look to see what that means for everything. Also, the Storm Talon, and this must be in the first battle, the Storm Talon killed 1 unit with ranged weapon. It actually killed Captain Badrook, and pretty good for a Storm Talon. Killed a unit in melee as well. That's the Grot Tank, and I've also included that in the special mentions down the bottom. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and look and see what units get like battle scars from the losing side. That's the Orcs. And see if I can upgrade any of my dudes or anything like that. So at the start of each crusade, you start out with 5 requisition points. I'll remove that there. So I basically have spent 4 to increase my supply limit by 5 points each. So that basically works out 20. So in order to be able to bring my Storm Raven gunship, I've actually gone ahead and increased the supply limit. Not entirely sure if that's how you're supposed to do it, but that's how I've done it. The unit with the most XP is Captain Graven, who has killed 3 units, all with melee weapons. That gives him only 2 XP. If you look in here, whoops, a bit dark, isn't it? He needs to basically get to 6 XP to become blooded in order to receive 1 battle honor. These are basically things that make you better at different things. You can either roll a d6, I think, or pick one that represents your character best. What I'm probably going to do when we get there is actually roll a d6, and if it doesn't make sense, then decide to pick one. For the losing side, basically after each battle, we have to see if they receive... They basically take an out of action test, and that's to check if they receive either a devastating blow where they lose experience points, or if they gain a battle scar, and that's basically stuff that makes them like worse. So what I'm going to do now is actually go ahead and roll for my units that got killed in the Orc team to see if any of them get battle scars or lose XP. To be honest, there wasn't a huge amount of XP scored, so maybe that won't be such a bad thing. So now, because the Badrook's Barnacles were defeated, I'm basically going to go through now and do those tests for each unit. So first off, we've got Badrook himself. Let's do the test. What is it? So on a 2 or more, the test is passed. On a 1 or more, I either lose all my XP or take a battle scar. So Badrook. And he passes. Next up, the squad of Orc boys, and they pass. Only the Grot Tank. I really hope this is okay. Yeah, Grot Tank's fine. Battle Wagon, or Battleship as I'm calling it now, passed. Flash Kits, who weren't so flash after all, they've passed. And finally the Truck, and that has also passed. Right, so nothing has failed these out of action tests, and so nothing's lost XP or taking battle scars. So yeah, I think I'm kind of done in terms of getting my forces ready for 9th edition Narrative Crusade. Cool. Leave a comment if you think this is useful at all, or if you're looking forward to seeing the next battle. Next battle will be Badrook's Barnacles, again at slight disadvantage, taking on the Blood Angels. Cool. So thank you again for watching this video. I have been Peacetime Painting, and take care of yourselves.